Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first day of this 5-day challenge. So we're going to be doing this from Monday, today, all the way until through to Friday. Now, of course, full transparency, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to help you, number one, but I'm also going to be trying to, shockingly, sell something to you. Okay, so please, don't be afraid. If it's not a great fit for you, you can hang out, you can enjoy the free content. We've got tons and tons and tons of free content on our YouTube channel, iCandour, and we've got tons of content on our Facebook channel, and we've got tons of content on our Twitter channel and our Instagram. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and that's where you can find us and all of the stuff also on Google, of course. Okay, so we've got a lot of questions there to get through then tonight, and it's tonight there where I am. It's early in the day there, I think, in California, isn't it? It's 9 hours difference, so yeah. It's a little bit earlier there. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, 12 p.m. midday Central Time, and it's 1 p.m. in their Eastern Time. And it's also 6 p.m. back home in Dublin, Ireland, and in Lisbon, Portugal, and in London in the United Kingdom. Okay, so wherever you are in the world, welcome, 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 welcome. We've got a lot of lovely people, and we've got a lot of very, very nice questions from all of you. So I've taken a lot of your questions that you've sent me in advance. And please, thank you. Now, make sure that all of you, just like Anton, just like Jason, just like Catherine, just like Pauline George, that you filled out your avatar. Because if you fill out your avatar, then what will happen is on day number 3, so in other words, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if I can count the days of the week properly, we're going to be giving you your leads. Now, what leads are we going to be giving you? We're going to be sending the algorithm out there to go out and to trawl through social media, through the relevant social media platforms, and then they're going to be finding people with the blind spots that that all of you lovely people, as coaches, as consultants, as speakers, as podcast hosts, as luxury retreat providers, as their authors. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finding people there that have got the challenges that you may be the best placed person on this planet to solve. That you're going to solve them with more authority, tons more empathy, and you're really going to help them. Because this is the objective of this 5-day training challenge. Okay, we want to help you by actually just rolling up our sleeves. There you go. There's my sleeve rolled up, and helping you. Yes, I'm being completely serious here, because this is what we try to do. We try to do it, and we offer so much value at the top, just to make sure that this isn't going to be like an average fit or a good fit, or maybe it's going to be okay fit, but we genuinely care about each and every single one of the people in our iCandour community. Okay, and we want to make sure that you're going to get success from your results. So remember, it's all about these small actions and these consistencies for the win. Okay, so if you keep doing it, if you keep plugging at it, they're almost like a religion, then you will get something. Because we've got a lot of these. Mordecai is a member of the Christian faith. Pauline George is a member of the Christian faith. We've got a lot of people here tonight from the Christian faith. There, Doreen, and there's also Pei-Ling. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. Pei-Ling Jing. In Ireland, in the west coast of Ireland, but originally from China. So we've got Melody there. We've got Tina. Hello, Tina. We've got Shama, also in Dublin, in Fairview in North County Dublin. We've got John Dawson, also from County Dublin, and a lot of people in the house tonight from Dublin. And we've also got there some people from Gibraltar. Hello to you, John. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. John Gontier in Gibraltar. Yes, and we've got all of the questions from all of you. Hello to Tina. hello to everybody. So thank you all very, very much for joining us. Now, without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to queue up the presentation in Canva. We love Canva, don't we? No. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to go share, and we're going to go present, and we're going to go present. Yes. Okay. There, I think, and then, of course, I have to share my screen with you, don't I? That might be a good thing to do. Okay. So let me cue this up again. First night. Okay, don't worry. They're now share. And I'm going to present. And I'm going to present. There you go. Present. Right now. And then what I have to do is I have to share my screen. Share screen. Here you go. So now I believe that you can all see my screen. If you can all see my screen, let me know. Now you can let me know privately in the chat, and then in which case, what happens is it makes me look a little bit mad there, because I'm looking at this on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different screens here. Okay, so I'm getting messages from WhatsApp, from Signal, from Telegram. Some of you there on SMS, for those of you who know my direct number, but most of you there, it's coming in from these ones. Okay. So then, yes. So get the replay then, Pauline. The replay will be available there immediately afterwards. They're Peiling. Yes, I know it's late. It's very, very late over there in China at the moment. So before you get over to Ireland, there to the west coast of Ireland, to County Limerick, please have a look at the replay. Okay, have a look at the replay. The replay will make a lot of sense. Hopefully, I'm just making sure there's no more of the questions. Yes, we've got the questions there. I've written down your questions there from you, Jeff, from you, Angus. Thank you, Angus, and from you, Bruce, there too. So I've got all of your questions. And then what is this one here now? Another question there coming in. 1 second. Right. Thank you. Brilliant. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, so we're going to be going through this all there tonight, there as quickly as possible. Okay, there. My aim is to keep you here for exactly 1 hour, and then afterwards for the VIPs and for the VIP elites, we're going to be taking you over into the private Zoom room. You will get the private Zoom room. A member of my team will send it to you about 15 minutes there before the session starts. But please remember, give me a few minutes afterwards, then I'll just drop off to the restroom, and then I'll be back in 5 minutes, and then we can start usually about 5 past the hour. Okay, 5 past the hour. So that's for the VIPs and the VIP elites for both of you. Okay. Right then, so now have you got what it takes? This is what I ask each and every single one of you. What is your awesome coaching superpower? You know, for some of you there, you are career transformational coaches. For some of you, you are wellness coaches. For some of you there, like Evan, you are Marriage of Greatness, and now soon to be the new program is Men of Greatness. There, and his wife is also going to be launching the Women of Greatness, so that nobody gets left out there. And some of you are relationship coaches. Some of you are sexual healing coaches. Feels like Marvin Gaye song, doesn't it? And there are some of you are business coaches, business success coaches, business growth coaches, executive business coaches. There are action coaches, high performance coaches. We've got like a lot of different people, but the rules are still the same. What we're trying to do is that we're trying to show you how, via the concept of sales funnels. Now, don't worry, we're going to go into this in detail. What exactly a sales funnel is and how exactly a sales funnel can help you. And there you see, because ultimately our aim is to help you to grow and to scale your business. Okay, that's the foremost and the first point that we want to cover. Okay. Right then. Now, this is our superpower. This is what we do. We help coaches, you see, to scale their businesses using something called sales funnels. Now, you're going to ask me there, because I've been asked this question thousands or probably tens of thousands or maybe even hundreds of thousands of times over the past few years, over the past, wow, 13, 14 years there. It's a concept there that we all know about since more or less since we were in the pram, since there probably the McDonald's fast food restaurant opened up, and they had this idea of supersizing something or selling a meal deal with something. Because if you imagine there, what is it? Somebody explained this to me once. If you're a McDonald's restaurant and you sell, let's say, 2 hamburgers or 2 cheeseburgers, then I think it costs them the cost per acquisition through their marketing, etc. There, where you divide the amount of money that you spend in marketing by the number of customers there that you receive. So they worked out there that their average cost of acquiring customers, so the cost per acquisition, was $1.97. Okay. Now, if you come in there and if you buy 2 cheeseburgers, let's say in the United States there, this was about $2. So McDonald's had just made a grand profit of 3 cents. Now, McDonald's are not slow dozers, let's say. McDonald's know the value of what they're doing. Because they're not in the fast food business. They're not in the food delivery business. They are in the real estate business. And what they do is, it's very, very clever. They open the option for a funnel. And what happens is, whenever you come in there to your drive-in, through to your restaurant, maybe it's KFC, maybe it's something else, there they ask you, would you like a fries and a Coke with that, sir, ma'am, whatever. And they're trying to ask you there, you see, if you'd like to put it up into a meal deal. And then this is where they start to make the real profit. Because think about it. It's a glass, it's full of a carbonated beverage. Maybe it's Coca-Cola, maybe it's Diet Coke, maybe it's Fanta, maybe it's something else. But whatever it is, it's not costing them much money. And then they're giving you fries. They've got fries by the bucket load. These people, they buy potatoes like you wouldn't want to believe. And they're for them. Then this is where the profit is coming. So the profit is coming in these upsells, these downsells, these cross sells, these side sells. If you've ever gone to one of their automated kiosks, they will ask you at the end of it, hey, would you like an additional cheeseburger with that? Would you like an apple pie? Would you like a strawberry seasonal pie? What is this? So this is essentially what a sales funnel is. So now what we're trying to define it as, you see, it's a marketing concept, and it represents the journey that a potential customer will take there through your business to making a purchase. So maybe that's they're getting to know you, getting to like you, getting to trust you. Okay, those are the 3 social pillars: know, like, and trust. And then what we've got to do is we've got to guide them on their way along this journey towards making a purchase. Because remember, we do not have a brick and mortar store. We do not have like a physical building where the people would come to. Okay. You know, I often make fun of that. I always say, what is it? There, I'll show you in a moment. There, we've got a photograph of Christopher Walken. And then we say to the people, hey, look, strictly by appointment only, no walk-ins. And then you've got a picture of the actor, very, very famous actor, Christopher Walken, you know, with his deadpan, his wry hairstyle, his big combed over hairstyle. Amazing. Okay. And you see, the reason that we call this a funnel, like, look at the shape of it. Think about a funnel that you might use in your kitchen or maybe in your automobile. Where you're trying to funnel in the petrol, where you're trying to funnel in something from one jar, perhaps like from one, or as it is in this house there, from maybe a few different ketchup bottles, and you're trying to put them all into the one ketchup bottle. Okay, there, that's it. No, I'm busy now. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Yeah. There, take that. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you. Right, off you go. is sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that. This is that was my daughter, my marketing assistant, as I call her. Right, it's called the funnel because it's similar to the shape of a funnel. Now, this is an important point. The number of potential customers, the number of prospects, let's call them your marketplace. Your marketplace decreases. And a lot of people think that's a bad thing. A lot of people think, oh, no, hold on, I don't want to be losing all of these people. But let's face it, these are people that are probably never, ever going to buy your coaching services from you in a million years. Okay? So it's a good thing. I rejoice there every day. There, whenever my team have to nurture, they have to tend to my list, because the list, every time we do one of these broadcasting campaigns for one of these challenges, there's a number of people out there saying, it's not a magic machine. No. I don't really believe in the concept of AI. I think AI is a fad, just like the internet was a fad. Yeah, or just like the dot-coms were a fad. They were only going to be here for a fraction of a second, maybe a few months max. Just like social media is a fad. Facebook is a fad. Instagram is a fad. And these things are never going to really catch on. And of course, here we are, more than 3 decades on. 3 decades on. Like, I've been in this industry since 1994. And the internet then was, okay, it wasn't much. It was nowhere near to what it is today in 2023. But it was still, it was impressive. It was impressive. There we were using dial-up modems. If you don't know what a dial-up modem is, please ask your grandparents, because they will tell you horrible things that made lots and lots of noises. But eventually the information would come through. Okay. So the number of potential customers decreases as they progress through the funnel. Yeah, through the funnel. And this is very important as they progress through the different stages, the different parts of the buying process. And you see, this is what you're trying to do. So you're starting off with a lot of people up there. Number one, this is the top of funnel. And maybe they're coming in from LinkedIn. Maybe they're coming in from LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Maybe they're coming in through Instagram. Maybe they're coming in through Facebook, or through Twitter, or through Pinterest, or through Quora, or through Reddit, or through whatever. But you're bringing them into your story, because, as a number of you have correctly said, I remember when I was going through Pauline George's avatar, and I was going through it with you too, Jeff. And the one thing that you said to me that resonated was that Pauline George, no shock, does not own Facebook. Jeff Gosling does not own Instagram. They belong to Mark Zuckerberg. And they don't own LinkedIn. They don't own Twitter. They don't own any of those things. The only thing that they own is, the only thing that you own is your list. And this is why I'm trying to help you. I'm sorry, I've got something caught in my throat. Live broadcasting. Excuse me. Okay, I think that's passed now. So this is what it is. You see, we are funnel builders for coaches, for consultants, for teachers, tutors, trainers, authors, podcast hosts, and luxury retreat providers. Quite simply because these people, the people like you that are watching this video now, if you're not one of these people, please turn off now, because it's not for you. It's not suitable for you. And we aim to help these type of people through these funnel building approaches, because by doing it this way, we are helping to leverage what they're doing. And if we can create for them a group coaching program, or even a semi-automated 24/7, 365 days of the year version of them, can you imagine how much more profitable they will become? It will be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So this is what we want to try to do. And then, because you see, by doing it this way, then eventually, I'm not saying immediately, but I'm saying eventually, we can fire all of our one-to-one clients. And if we can fire all of our one-to-one clients, can you imagine what that would mean for us in terms of location freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, the freedom to be able to stop working 60 hours plus, 80 hours plus per week, the freedom there to be able to spend time with our loved ones, with our families, there with our children, with our kids and stuff there, the ability to be able to take time off whenever we want it. And the ability to know that this is a predictable, this is a leveraged form of income. Because what we're doing is producing an automated version of you. Okay, so I hope you all can hear me okay still. Now, this is an important one. Think about the benefits. Always, always, always think about the benefits. And the same whenever you're presenting your offer to those people. Your offer is not coaching. Your offer is definitely 100% not coaching. And so many coaches there that I meet, that I interview, that I help, they all say to me, oh, my offer is coaching. I can coach them in business. I can coach them in life. I can coach them in wellness. I can coach them in the menopause. No. You have to be a lot more specific about that. Like even with the menopause, when we worked with Kath and Roz and Rohini, the menopause wellness coaches, they taught me, I don't know, they taught me, I'm about to go through it there soon, like as my partner will tell you, but there were 48 different symptoms of the menopause, 48 different symptoms of the menopause. And then if you were to position each one of those as a separate problem, then you got the audience flowing in, because you were there and you were saying, okay, well, would you like me to solve this problem of hot flushes? Would you like me to solve this problem of da-da-da? Or would you like me to solve this problem of da-da-da? And then you're presenting to them immediately a solution on the same page. So these are the landing pages there that we talk to. Now we're going to get through to the landing pages. So please, 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 because a lot of you have asked me questions about these landing pages there, and I want to make the landing page super simple, super easy for all of you to understand. Okay, so please take very, very careful attention whenever we go through this. So these are the major benefits. The first one is, of course, increased efficiency, because we're going to make this ultra efficient. And we're going to be able to spend much less time, significantly less time, on these time wasters, these tire kickers. I'm really struggling here with this throat. All right. Oh dear. All day it was fine. I was talking, but now it's evading me. I've got a tickle in my throat. Okay. There are higher conversion rates. Because you see, whenever you guide the people through these aligned series of steps, now think about each step as a highly systemized process, And we're going to go through each one of these 8 stages in detail. Now, remember, you do not have to have 8 stages. I don't recommend anyone out there having more than 9, because more than 9 is complete overkill. 8 is a good number. You can have 7, 6, 5, 4, or 3. I don't recommend having any less than 3, because as you'll notice in one of our lessons, it's about those, what do you call them? Those Pop-Tarts. And if you look at the Pop-Tarts, if you look at that lesson, I can drop a link in. And in that lesson there, it shows you, there's a little image from the side of the Kellogg's Pop-Tart box. And it shows you there that there are 3 instructions for those little foil wrapped cinnamon Pop-Tarts or apple Pop-Tarts or strawberry Pop-Tarts, whatever the flavor is. there that you have to, number one, put the foil pouch into the, what is it? You have to open the foil pouch so you don't put it in. And then you have to put it in. And then whenever you take it out of the toaster, you have to be very, very careful because the contents can be extremely, extremely hot. This is after that lady who burnt herself famously with a cup of coffee at McDonald's. So afterwards there, we had to put attention. Contents can be very, very hot to prevent people from taking legal action against them. So even if something like a Pop-Tart, as simple as a Pop-Tart, has 3 instructions, 3 steps, in other words, in the process, then I recommend there for every single one of you coaches, consultants, etc., there that you have at least 3 steps. I've never seen anybody doing it in like 3 steps. So I would recommend having 4, 5, maybe 6, but then you fill that in on the workbook, on the roadmap stage. So the roadmap is the grid there that's laid out, and then we've got one in text-based format. You have to fill in both of them because it really makes you think. It forces your brain to think there, what are the processes? What are the steps there that I want people to come through before they turn into a paying client for me? So for me, there they turn into a paying client. You turn into a paying client whenever you reach step 8, okay, of the process. So it really, really, really is. It's like improved lead nurturing. It's like lead nurturing on steroids, yeah? Because what you're doing is you're able to nurture them. You're able to provide them with exactly what they want at each stage. Why? Because we're asking them and we're providing them with relevant content. If somebody has a problem with leads, we bring them into this challenge. If somebody has a problem with conversion, we bring them into this challenge. If somebody has a problem with their landing page or how to create a landing page, because believe you me, as I say time and time again, websites are dead, D-E-A-D, dead. They're being replaced by landing pages, and one landing page equals one problem and one solution, okay? So if you're a female coach there that solves 3 different blind spots, maybe their time, maybe their team, maybe their employee retention or employee satisfaction, I want to show you there that you're going to be creating one landing page for every single one of those problems, those challenges, those pain points, those blind spots. You'll hear me using these words interchangeably through these lessons, okay? Time saving, yes. With an automated sales funnel, you can set up these email sequences. So we're talking about email marketing, of course. And email marketing, believe you me, is not dead, okay? As Pauline and Jeff and Catherine and everybody will testify, you remember, social media is where people make a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But it's only noise. It's a party. It's a party. And you do not want to be the uncool kid on the block. Remember those new kids on the block? You don't want to be an uncool kid on the block who's always trying to come across as salesy or selling on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook. I would never do that. Facebook ads, yes. The paid ads, yes, definitely. But what I'm always trying to do is I'm always trying to help them first and foremost. So I try to help people on Twitter, X. I am trying to help people on LinkedIn. I'm trying to help people on Facebook, and I'm trying to help people on Instagram. And then if they're receptive to it, come across to my landing page. If you've got value of that, download this, do this survey, take this action, do this. And then they become a member of my community because they're on my newsletter. And I keep sending them valuable bits and pieces. But of course, some of them will forget. Some of them forget 15, 20 minutes later what they've done and that you've helped them 15 or 20 minutes before. Don't take offense. Don't take offense. Because that's what I did in the early days. And I was always thinking, hold on a second there. He just downloaded something for me 15 or 20 minutes ago and he's already forgotten about it. But it's okay. It's okay. People, we are now living in the quietest time that we will ever live in our entire lives. Think about that. Because from this moment onwards, it's only going to get busier and busier and busier, more overwhelmed, more crowded, more noise. And it's never going to get any easier. Okay, so think about that. So you will get access to an expanded reach, and you will get access, and this is something that you have to pay particular attention to, Catherine. you will get access to huge access to better tracking, better KPIs, key performance indicators, and better analytics. Okay? And this is so important. Now, remember what I keep saying now, for those of you who don't know me yet, I'm always telling you there, my name is Paul, and what I do is I help people, but the one thing there that I help people with more than anything else is this lead gen. Call it the little demi-glace cherry on the top of the sundae, or the sherry trifle, or whatever it is. This is the little cherry on top. This is the little free gift, the little lead magnet, just like your positioning of these videos to the first page of Google was also a lead magnet. It's a trinket there, because really then you see there is no money in that list. I can give you a list of 123 or 1,023 leads there, but there is no value in that. The only value, the intrinsic value, is in the relationship that you're going to build up with that list. So you see, whenever I give that list to you, you're going to go through it with a fine tooth comb. You're going to reach out to those people and you're going to find out where they're active. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. You're going to join their party. And then you're going to almost stalk them. I know those words have negative connotations, but in the world of the online entrepreneur, this is absolutely essential. You have to stalk them. You have to follow them. You have to like them. You have to comment on their posts. Now, remember, there's no money in likes. There's no money in comments. There's no money in follows. But there is money, believe you me, in the follow-up, in the follow-through. Okay? So as we go through then from one stage to the next, this is where the real money comes in. Okay? Right. And then finally, brand awareness and authority through strategic content. This is content marketing. And engagement, so engaging with these people, these likes, these comments, these follows, these follow backs, whatever they are, you're engaging with them and you're building up a relationship with your list. And believe you me, there is real money in those lists. I don't know if any about you know, but there was a person existed a long time ago in the Wild West in the United States, and his name was Sam Buchanan. And Sam Buchanan was San Francisco's first millionaire. I was going to say online millionaire, but there's no internet in those days. I don't even think there was telephones. And how Sam Buchanan made his million, like he became a millionaire in the 18th century. In the 18th century, so now we're in the 21st century, so 3 centuries ago, a long time ago, at the time of the Californian gold rush. Now, how did he make his million? It wasn't through sieving or mining for gold. It was in selling the tools. In other words, the funnels for the people that had come out there to California to make their fortune, to go through the rivers and the streams, etc. They're sifting, digging, mining for gold. And all the time, of course, digging up everything. So planting the infrastructure, let's say, for the future. But if you can imagine there, this was a man with incredible foresight. So he was selling the sieves, the pickaxes, the shovels, the denim. You remember what is now what we refer to as the Levi's, or the I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. The Levi's, I suppose that was the most famous one. The Wranglers, the jeans. In other words, the hard-working denim wear with the brass rivets to hold them together, to make them much sturdier for working out in the dirt and the dust. But he was America's first millionaire in California. He was the first of the Californian gold rush millionaires, and he never mined a single ounce of gold. He sold the tools, and that's how he became the millionaire. But there, think about that. Now, you see then, there at this point, you see what we do is we offer people a chance to come along and to get value, to get this high value, this incredible value from us, from a discovery call with us. But this isn't a coaching discovery call. This is a marketing discovery call. Okay. So then we ask the people to book this meeting. They're on the calendar.icandor.net. They type that into their browser. Or, for example, if they wanted to come and join us there tonight for the first of these 5-day challenges. Okay. they could then simply come along and type in challenge.iCandor.net. And, just like all of the people out there that will be watching these in the future, they can come along and they can join future versions of our challenge, because our aim is to make this as evergreen as possible. Evergreen means always on. Okay. So, as I said before, we are sales and marketing funnel builders for coaches, for speakers, for podcast hosts, for authors, and for luxury retreat providers. Would you like to see how we do this? So this is it. Now, this is an essential, a huge, huge, huge part of the strategy. So please, please, please pay particular attention to this one, okay? Because a lot of people say to me, will this work for me? What was it? One of the questions was, will it work for me, Paul? And I'm trying to say to them, yes, it will work for you. It will work for you. But what did I write back to them? Hold on, I'll tell you. Yes. A lot of coaches before you have all said the same thing. And if I were to have $1 for this, I'll tell you something. I would be a pretty rich man by this stage. I remember, you see, when we first started out, we even asked ourselves this question. We thought to ourselves, there I was talking to my business partner. His name was also Paul, also from Ireland. And I said, do you think this is going to work, Paul? And you know what we said? Let's try. Let's give it a shot. So anyway, we'd done it for ourselves countless times. So we went out, and at the beginning we took a focus group, a small focus group. There was Rachel, there was Stu, there were a load of other people, and there was Catherine, there was David, there was Angelica, there was a lot of people at the start. There were 7 people, and we tested it on them. And they're one after the other, they came back for a pretty low price, because you can always believe in people whenever they've paid for it. It didn't matter how much they were paying, if they were paying $1 or $100. The fact was there that they had paid some coin, some money, some transactional value for this. And then they got results. They got results, and they got results, and they got results. So 7 people, 7 results, 7 sets of results. But they were very, very nice, very ambitious, very inspiring coaches. One of them was a sleep deprivation coach. One of them was a neurodyspraxic coach, ADHD, all of those things. One of them was an English language teaching coach there, so that might be useful there for you, Peter, Mr. Peter, whatever your name is, whatever you prefer. Tell me what you prefer to be called. Is it Mr. Peter or Piotrek or Mr. Piotrek, Pan Piotrek, as we would say over here in Poland? I'm coming to you tonight live from Poland. I thought I was going to be coming to you live from Dublin, but there I'm still waiting for my family there to come home from the south of France. So that's why we're not live from Dublin tonight. And this is what it is. So, what we want to do is we want to make sure it works for you. And by making sure it works for you, we have to make sure that all of your ducks are lined up in the order. Okay. So we've got to help you to come up with your headlines. We've got to help you come up with a lot of things. But the first and the foremost thing that we've got to help you with is we've got to help you with your number of customers. Because let's say, for example, that you've got a group coaching program, and maybe it's for, I don't know, Evan sells his group coaching program for $10,000 US per month on a monthly recurring basis. I'm not saying that you have to do that. Some people might sell it for $97 there per month on a monthly recurring basis. I do recommend monthly recurring because that is a good way to go. Now, what we do over here, full transparency, is we ask people, we bill them quarterly in advance. Because then that way you've got a little bit of reassurance there that you've been paid for the next 3 months. And then by the end of the second month, you're billing for months number 4, 5, and 6. It's a really, really good way to operate because there is, people will always pay you on time, punctually for your first month. But then month number 2, they will pay you sometimes a little bit of, and then by month number 3, then, wow, you're going to have problems. Month number 4, bigger problems, trust me. And whenever you think there that if the length of time for your program, maybe it's 3 months, maybe it's 6 months, maybe it's 9 months, etc. The length of time for this program is minimum 6 months. So this is why we like to make sure that the payment is not going to be an obstacle. And we like to make sure that we insist on getting the quarterly payment in advance. Okay, there, it's very, very important for us. Very important. Trust me, it does work. Okay, so now what do? We start off there. You might notice that we're starting off at step 8, and people are thinking, hold on. I thought step number 8 was the last step in the process, Paul. No. It's actually the first step. And where did we learn this from? We learned this from people like Benjamin Franklin, one of the former presidents of the United States. They're all about sharpening his axe. And we learned this from a phenomenal person, from the late Stephen R. Covey. And he wrote this seminal book, this seminal work called The 7 Habits of Highly Extraordinary People. The 7 Habits of Highly Extraordinary People. Now, if any of you coaches, I'm sure like 99.9% of the coaches there that I've spoken to, just like Eat That Frog and from Brian Tracy, and that one from Stephen Covey, they're absolutely seminal works. You have to. It's a must read, Now, it's a long book. There's a lot to go through. But in one of those ones, he talks about sharpening the saw, and he talks about always beginning with the end in mind. And that's what we do here in iCanDor there, because we really want to help people. So what we do is we turn the funnel on its head, and we start out with at the last sequence there, and we're trying to imagine the result. They're just like what we were trying to do there, many years ago with the other guy, also called Paul, also from Ireland. And we sat there and we thought, okay, well, if we're doing this there, Paul, and, what would it take? What do we have to do to get the result? To get the result to our equation, to our process, to be 3 HTO. Now, by the way, HTO is a high ticket offer client, okay? So it doesn't matter whatever that price is. If you're pricing it at $97 or $197 or $10,097, it's irrelevant. Because what we're going to do is we're going to bring those people through. And the people that are not in the market for something that costs $10,000, we'll get rid of them. The people who are not in the market for this, that, and the other, we'll get rid of them. And that's the point. That's the purpose of the funnel. Okay? But anyway, we're imagining this. We're beginning this with the end in mind. And the end in mind is our 3 clients. 3 clients. Okay? So let's work backwards now, and let's see how we would get those 3 clients. Now, what we're doing is we're assuming a low, a terrible, a crap rate of conversion, and that's 20%. Now, I've spoken to a lot of you coaches, and believe you me, what we do is we work with the great coaches, yeah? And the great coaches come onto our program, great career transformational coaches, the great relationship coaches, the great business coaches, the great menopause wellness coaches. But whatever their niche is, we have not met one of them yet that can only convert at a rate of 20%. Most of them are converting in the rate of 60 to about 85%. And I'll tell you why I use that 85% in a moment. I'll actually show it to you. But so if you can imagine, it's usually 3 times higher than this on average. On average, it's between 60 to 85, almost 85%. Absolutely amazing. So we do not assume this, but we're doing this just for the purpose of, let's say, cowboy math. So if you can imagine that you get 5 qualified, scored clients, qualified, scored leads, rather, I should say, the marketplace, coming into you, and you're talking to 5 of them, the chances are that you're going to convert at least one of them. Whenever your offer is highly compelling, no-brainer type offer. And this is what we're going to take you through. Remember, we're working in reverse. Okay. So how many do we have to talk to 3 clients? We have to talk to 15, isn't it? 15 people. No, we don't. We have to talk to 60 people. I'm quite stupid. I have to multiply 3 by 20. Okay. 3 by 20. So we have to talk to 60 people. We have to talk to 60 people. And what we have to do is we have to develop a unique understanding with them. This is part 7 of the process, the 7th systemized process. Now, how do we develop a 60? How do we develop? How will we get into our calendars, into our Calendly's or into our Kartra calendars, our ClickFunnels calendars, our GrooveFunnels calendars. How will we do that? There are 60. The way I like to do it is, all of you coaches, sorry, excuse me, I've got an itchy nose now. Oh dear. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. Sorry. They always say in Ireland when you've got an itchy nose that somebody is talking about you. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe you are. I hope you can all understand my accent there, because what was it, Ashley Dumperlane? You were asking me where does this accent come from? This accent comes from a country called Ireland. They're outside the capital city of Dublin. It's in the South County Dublin area. It's in Monkstown and Dún Laoghaire. Okay. The Lego has just fallen on the floor. Lego has just fallen on the floor. So my daughter was playing with Lego and now it has all fallen on the floor. Okay, anyway, so what are we talking about? So we're always talking about these things on a quarterly basis. A quarterly basis, in other words, over 3 months. So think about it. 60 calls over 3 months. That's 20 calls per month. Or that's 4 to 5 calls. Maybe some weeks there you can do 6, some weeks you can do 4. Okay, that's 4 calls a week there, and let's assume they're about a 30 to a 35 minute session. I don't recommend anything more there. Personally, I do a 17.5 minute session for the first call and a 38.5 minute session for the second call, for the onboarding call there, if the free gift has worked. Yeah, so if the free gift has worked, and if you've got your positioning authority on the top page of Google in your niche or niche, as you might say, depending on where you are in the world. In Europe, we say niche, it's a French word, and in North America, you say niche. Okay, so with prospects who have confirmed the meeting, and these people, they're not just any people, these are people that they are excited, they're enthused, they're really, really keen about the prospect of turning up and being able to do business with you, the coach. So you're the one there that sets the rules, the parameters and stuff there. You're the one that will work with the appointment setters to be able to make sure that these events are booked and confirmed into your calendar. Because remember, your time is so precious, your time is so valuable. And you're saying to these people, look, I'm going to gift you with 30 to 35 minutes of my time. Okay, 60 people. Now remember, again, we're assuming a really crap conversion rate of 20%. So then the number of leads is 60 divided by 0.2. Yeah. So how many people do we have to invite to this opportunity? We have to present this opportunity. Step 6, stage 6, the 6th systemized process is all about they're presenting this incredible opportunity of the one-on-one discovery call. Some of you call it a COD call, a coach on deck call. Doesn't really matter. Whatever you call this one-to-one call between you, the coach, between you, the speaker, or you, the author, whatever, there you have to talk. You have to be able to present this opportunity. You have to get your appointment setters or your VAs, your virtual assistants, there to present this to 300 prospects. Now, we can give you some qualified virtual assistants, some VAs. We can give you some qualified appointment setters, but you have to be able to put this out to at least 300 people. Okay, 300 people. So now how do you do this? Now, again, you see, we're not starting with big numbers here. Okay. So now we've presented this incredible, this fantastic, this unbelievable opportunity to 300 people. So now how are we going to do it? We're going to deliver them a lead magnet. You know what a lead magnet is? A lead magnet is a free gift. It's a free gift. It's a gift there that's designed to sort of like attract them in. Okay. And it's based on their specific pain points. Now, again, we're assuming a 20% conversion. So the question is, how many prospects do we have to deliver this lead magnet to? Now, the lead magnet might be a video. It might be a video-based training series. It might be a few videos. It might be a cheat sheet. It might be a 1-page PDF or a 2-page PDF. As I was explaining to some of you, I was explaining this to you, Melody, and to you, Shama, and to you, John. All of you back in Dublin. I was explaining to you that this is the most successful of those ones. There is the PDF. It's the ebook. Yeah, call it what you will. And they had a brilliant PDF. And it was from a guy called Eben Pagan. And Eben Pagan is a coach there. He's been there many years, and he wrote this lovely book, this seminal work called Opportunity. And in this book, then, he presents all of these teachings very clearly. And he famously came to the scene. He burst on, he exploded onto the scene with his stick figure drawings. You know, he literally had, what was it there? I'll try to draw this. He had, what was it? He had a stick figure, and it was like this. And he had another stick figure, and he was like this. And I had to draw this in bold. So you can imagine. The caption was, if you can see this properly, can you see this? No, where is it? Come on. Oh, no, there. Okay, there, you can see it now. And literally, you see over here, this is this guy's back. So he says, I've got your back. In other words, he removed the back from this stick figure. And his PDF, his one-page PDF guide, was all about how a guy should know if this partner, this other person that the person has invited out onto a date, whether or not he should kiss this other person. How to know if the other person wants to kiss you on the first date. And he got over 20 million downloads, 20 million downloads. And it was a one page. It was hand drawn. It was before the days of Canva, or probably whenever Photoshop and that was not so affordable as it is now. But that's what it was. And one page, over 20 million downloads. So think about it. You know, you do not have to go high tech. You do not have to go uber, You can be very basic, very crude. He just did those 3-4 diagrams on the one-page PDF, on a one-page PDF sheet. And then he wrote some text there. And amazing following from all over the world. So really good. So do it. You know, this is what step 5 of the process is all about. Do it. Deliver this free gift, this lead magnet, to at least 1,500 prospects. 1,500 prospects. Ooh, now it's getting interesting, isn't it? Excellent. Right. So we now know, now things are picking up a little bit of pace, as you can tell from my voice, and you have to deliver this free gift to 1,500 prospects. So how are we going to get this in front of these 1,500 prospects? Quite simply, we have to nurture them. Do you know what nurturing means? Nurturing means email marketing to them. In other words, providing them, not spamming them relentlessly, but providing them with valuable information. In other words, giving them exactly what they want and exactly what they need. Now, how do you find out what they want, and how do you find out what they need? Don't you worry, that's coming up. So we're going to nurture these people. We're going to provide email marketing to them there, and we're going to do this to a prospect list. It's a prospect list there. It's just it's around about what mine is at the moment. There, mine's sort of hovering around about the 8,000 mark. And don't worry, you know, I lose like hundreds every time I send out one of these challenges, because there are so many coaches out there that, oh no, I don't want to do work. I want to get in these customers, and I'm going to open my window, my office window, and I'm going to wait for them to magically fly in through the window. I'm going to do this through word of mouth and referrals. Fine. But remember what I'm talking about is I'm talking about creating a systemized process. One of the systemized processes for the word of mouths, the referrals, so that you can chase up this person in a nice way, in a way that provides a win for you and a win for the client that you have just busted your back trying to help and succeeding in help. So you're going to go back to those people and say, well, look, you remember those 2, 3, 4 leads there that you referred me, you're going to do this in a really pleasant and really friendly way. But it's going to be a systemized process. And believe you me, it works 100, if not 1,000,000 times better there than sitting there, window open, waiting for these leads to magically blow in from that person that you worked with in 2007 or in 2010 or 2015 or even in 2022 or 2023, sometimes even half an hour ago. Do you remember that service? Oh yeah, I remember. Do you remember to send me the lead? Oh yeah, I'll get round to it. Yeah, sorry, I'm on a coaching call at the moment. Thank you very much, bye. And then they put that on the phone and they forget about you. But you see, this is a nice way to gently remind them, to G them up there and to do those, word of mouth referrals. Because believe you me, if I were to try to do this, and if I were to say let's say, for all of the people who have promised me word of mouth referrals, and if I'd left them to their own devices, and let's say if I were to get $1 for each one there, that each one of those leads that those people brought in manually by the manual process. There, in other words, hi there, Jeff, I did a brilliant job for you. Yes, you did, Paul. Right, you remember those leads? Yeah. Okay, and you asked those person once, and then it actually happened. Well, with Jeff, fair enough, it did. He's a very, very conscientious man. Thank you for all of those leads too, Jeff. I really do appreciate them. But most of the people, they're go out of the head simply because they're too busy, simply because they're not quite that organized. They're not quite that disciplined. So, believe you me, you cannot afford to leave this to chance. If you could, you wouldn't be sitting here watching these videos. Trust me. So if I had $1 for each time that the person there came in, I would have enough to take my daughter and myself. Please do not tell my partner, do not tell my significant other, in other words, her mother, that we're going there. But I would take her to my favorite fried chicken restaurant. You know the one I'm talking about. I'm sure you all do. And I would have enough, their money from those $1 bills to take my daughter and myself to the fried chicken restaurant. Favorite one, okay? Without advertising. But if I were to compare this to the automated, to the highly leveraged, systemized process. Now, again, there are $1 for each one of those thousands of coaches there that I've worked with over the years. And if I were to get $1 from each one of those for the automatic referrals, the automatic word of mouth there that have come through, that have blown through the pipeline, the funnel process, there I would have enough to take my daughter on a first class trip on an aeroplane from Dublin, Ireland, all the way across the pond to the beautiful state of Kentucky. And I would have enough not only to take her, but I would have enough to take there some of my friends, and we would have a chance to eat the best fried chicken. We would even take our friend, the head of special forces over here from the United States Army, Kevin Howard. So we would take him over. He's a very close friend over to, because this is his home state. This is his birth state. He was born in Kentucky in the United States. So we would take him there too, and probably some other people, and we would have enough money left over for a very, very, very nice holiday. Believe you me. So we would eat enough fried chicken from the home of fried chicken, from the home of Colonel Saunders, there to keep us amused. But there, I'm just saying. So think about the difference. Yeah, I'm here. I'm at the moment. I'm in Poznan, Poland, and if I were to go to my local fried chicken restaurant, my local there one here, I would have enough money from the manual process to buy myself and my daughter some fried chicken. That would be it. But with the automated process, a very, very nice first class trip. Think about it. Think about the difference, people. It's huge. Okay. So how do we get a 7,500 strong email list? It's very, very, very simple. We ask them. How many times do we ask them? At least 4. Why do we ask them at least 4 times? We ask, and ask them again. We ask them at least 4 times because it is impossible for the adult developed brain. Please note this word, adult developed brain, there, because my daughter is 8. Still doesn't work in her, but it will one day. And But we will ask them 4 times a properly formulated question. Why? Because it is impossible. It's impossible for the human brain to ignore a properly structured, a properly formulated question. Okay. So again, we're assuming a 20% conversion rate. Now the number of leads, there are 7,500 divided by 0.2. So how many pairs of eyeballs do we need to have to take a look at this survey, this quiz, this questionnaire, call it what you will, okay? How many do we need? Let's think. So we have to ask 37,500 prospects what their pain points are. Now it's getting interesting. Now it's getting very interesting. So again, how do I advertise to get 37,500? Now this is where your landing page comes in. To you, Jeff, to you, Pauline George, to you, John Gontier, to you, Pei-Ling Jing, to you, Shama Kuyathan. This is where we do it. We do it through a series of paid ads. You heard the word properly, paid ads. In other words, where you have to spend some of the old greenback, you have to spend some of the old Americano dollars or British pounds or euros if you're in Europe. But this is what you've got to do. So we produce a series of 4 to 5 paid ads on Meta. Okay, Meta is the advertising platform that belongs to Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, and it encompasses Facebook, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and WhatsApp. Those 4 tools, and those 4 are phenomenal selling tools. But please do not confuse them with your Facebook page, or please do not confuse them with your Facebook personal profile. Okay, these are paid ads, paid, P-A-I-D. Okay, so again, we're assuming this 20% conversion. So how many prospects do we have to reach out to? I hear you asking. Well, we have to pay Meta to advertise to 187,500 prospects. Can you imagine in the old days of radio, television, and do you remember those things called newspapers? If you don't, please ask your grandparents what they are. They might even be able to show you an example. I still have some newspapers lying around here from maybe about 10, 13, 14, 15 years ago. And we pay Meta to advertise, to reach out to 187,500 prospects. Now, if you were to go back to the days of Gary Halbert or what was it, one of these copywriters, his name was John E. Kennedy, not the famous United States president, but his name was John E. Kennedy, and he was a marketing genius. He wrote these sales letters, but they were all for print, you know, asking people to cut them out and respond to them there. But you know, for him to produce that type of response from a mail order driven thing inside a printed newspaper many years ago, many decades ago even, this was so expensive, but it made a profit. But for you to reach out to 187,500 prospects is not that expensive. Okay, let me show you. You see, now what you're going to be doing is you're going to be setting yourself a budget of $5 per ad per day. Okay, $5 per ad per day. And then what you're going to be doing is you're going to be reaching out to, let's say, about 937,000. Let's just round it up for the purposes of simplicity, for 1 million prospects. 1 million prospects. So you're reaching out to 1 million prospects, and you're going to be paying Mr. Mark Zuckerberg $600 to $620 there per month on this Midas strategy. There are 4 or 5 ads a day, and what are we going to be doing? We're going to be making damn sure that those ads work, and we're always going to be turning off the least performing one. So it's a really cool, really clever strategy there. You'll see it in these lessons there, where we're going to be working out what exactly your ideal targeted avatar absolutely needs more than anything else. And believe you me, those numbers do not lie. Whenever you see the numbers coming in, and whenever you see the results there, we'll go through the results in the next lesson. But you can imagine there that this is a process there. It's not a process there that I do on my own. It's a process that millions of people are doing successfully on Facebook. And believe you me, there is more than enough of that money to go around, because Facebook, the Facebook platform, the Meta platform, now is home to over 3 billion, that's billion with a B, people. 3 billion with a B people. That is absolutely incredible. Okay. So to reach out to 1 million people, and then to drag in 187,000, to make 187,500 aware of your presence on these landing pages, Pauline, on these landing pages there, Jeff, on these landing pages there, Shama and Tina and John, and my eyesight is going at this stage, Melody, yes, and Noel. This is so important. Okay, and with this, there you really start getting reach. Now, how do we make this even easier? Well, we make this even easier from those free gifts there that I promised each and every one of you. Once you fill out your avatar form properly, all questions. If a question doesn't apply, just write NA, not applicable. But I want all those questions answered, even if you write NA. If you write NA for all of them, put it like this, you're not getting any leads back. But you have to apply common sense to that avatar. Okay, you see it all on challenge.icandor.net. Yes, and there are a few paid offers. There are a few paid upsells, just like what we talked about at McDonald's. But this is because we go through a process of clear and complete transparency. We tell the people, we're going to help you. We're going to help you to do these things. But full transparency, we're also shockingly going to try to sell you something. And it's a process that works. Believe you me. Some of the people will come for free. And, believe you me, the free content will be available for as long as the internet exists. But the paid content, this is what you can have special access to. You can take access, you can take advantage of this, just like Pauline George, just like Jeff Gosling, just like Professor Christian Farioli, just like Catherine Lyon, just like Jane Smith, just like Leanne Bentley French, just like Herman Marigny III, just like Tanya McCready, just like Hank de Bruin, just like Nihal Patel, Angela Gallagher, and all of those wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people there who have taken advantage there of our offers. Okay, there plus hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of others, and they've left their testimonials, and you can go back in there and you can see the testimonials, because believe you me, people, the testimonials are so important. They're so incredibly important. Okay, so anyway, remember to reach 1 million people, 1 million prospects, 1 million of your marketplace. Remember, we're not just going out there and asking Facebook for 1 million prospects, to reach out to 1 million prospects. No. That's why we use the avatar. We use the avatar so we're reaching out to your ideal targeted audience. In other words, the type of people that you would not like to do business with, but the type of people that you would love to do business with, the type of people that you would be passionate about, the type of people that you would almost, note the word I'm saying, almost, you would almost do it for free. That's how passionate you are about working with these people. For Jeff there, you hear him time and time again going on about his A-star general clients, the people there that would jump off a building almost for him. Yeah, and that's the type of people there that you want, the raving fans. Okay, and you see, by getting more precise with our avatar, and that's why I recommend that you all spend time in it. So please, because some of you have still got to send in to me your avatar form. Please send it in, because whenever you send it in, we can give you these leads, just like we'll be giving them to Jeff and to Pauline and to Martin and to all of those other coaches out there, to you, Angus. You will all get your leads. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart for filling out that avatar form, because it's so important and it really helps us to niche down your audience. Okay. So let's look at the outcomes now. So what will happen there afterwards? What will happen after these transformational benefits? Yeah. Okay. Now, this is what we're going to be going through in the next lesson. So what we're going to be going through is we're going to be going through the results there, what happens, and then we're going to be showing you all of these landing pages. Because believe you me, whenever you get a clear, a compelling, a captivating, a capturing landing page, the battle is almost won. Picture it there. You're like George Washington, one of the forefathers, the founding fathers of the United States of America. Some people were saying to me, what was it about the Happy Independence Day? Oh, I didn't think that that would be your cup of tea. I am not from the United Kingdom. I'm from the neighbouring country. I'm from Ireland. I wish you all the happy Independence Days in the world. And I wish there to everybody all over the world that they will get some incredible results. But think about it, they're just like George Washington sailing across that river in the capturing, catching the British, not paying full attention to their posts, and then proceeding in a commanding move to overthrow. And that's what you're trying to do. There, you're trying to capture their attention, and you're trying to be prepared. You know, I always look at people and I always say to them, oh my goodness, so they're having to go through a 9-to-5 job, maybe 5 days a week, maybe it's 4 days a week, maybe they've got it down to part-time where they're doing 3 days a week, usually Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I know that's the case for many of you. And you've only got 2 days for your coaching business. But my thing to you is okay, if you have to leave the house at 8 o'clock, and if you have to wake up at 7 o'clock or 7:30, depending on whether you shower the night before, whether you shower the day during. I still haven't worked that one out. You always have to shower in the day going, surely, especially in this type of heat that we're having at the moment. So, but it's very, very, very important that you take these actions. So maybe it means getting out of bed an hour and a half early, but just think about the benefits there. Just think about the benefits. Whenever you get this coaching program, whenever you get this coaching group program off and up and running, and remember, you do not have to complete it. That's one of the big things I want to teach you here. You do not have to complete it. You can only do there, just like Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie with Tom Hanks, one about the person who was counterfeiting everything. The movie was called Catch Me If You Can. How he managed to outwit the FBI, the bar examination of Louisiana, the medical practice. There was always staying 1 or 2 chapters ahead of everybody else. Okay, so think about that. You don't have to complete it. And you shouldn't complete it, actually, because you always have to take it out to your audience and you have to focus it. And you have to say to them, hello, Pauline. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Christian. Can you help me, please, there? Can you have a look at this course? And can you tell me if there's anything there that is missing? And, you know, some of you have been brilliant. Some of you, like Rachel, thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Stu. Thank you, Vanessa. There, you provided me with so much helpful information there that helps to make this course even more simplistic. But I want to make it so simplistic that my daughter, my 8-year-old daughter, would actually understand it from beginning to end. Okay, so that's the purpose of this. Now tonight there we've shown you how to know your numbers and how to work backwards. And you can see there that by starting there out with a budget in mind, okay, you know, if I pay $600 to $620, then I will end up with you will end up with, let's say, more. You know, you'll see the results there in tomorrow's lesson. But you will see that you will end up with more than those 3 high-ticket offer customers. But, you know, it doesn't matter what the target is, if it's 7 or if it's 45. There, Evan has a number in his mind at the moment of 45. And then this is for his 100K program, $100,000 for his Men of Greatness program. But if you can imagine there, it doesn't really matter. It's the law of numbers. There, we just go out there and we look at those people and we tell the people and we make it abundantly clear to them there that this is a 100,000. Well, Evan's program is a 100,000. Mine is not yet. Mine will be one day. And, you know, believe you me, you should take action now while you can. Full plug, shameless plug. But it is true. It is true. It is not $100,000 yet. It will be very, very, very soon. Soon it will be hopefully $200,000. Okay, but the chances are, you see, now you can take the action. Now you can take the action. Now you can get in for the affordable price, or now you can even get in and you can get some of these lessons, some of these coaching sessions for free. Okay, but only if you take the action, only if you open the emails, only if you follow through, only if you turn up and if you complete your avatar. Because believe you me, if you haven't completed the avatar by Wednesday, you will not be in the third lesson, okay? Because I will not be sending you the link. And if you don't have the private link, then you won't be able to be invited, okay? So please take the effort, spend those 15, 20, 25 minutes thinking about your avatar. Yeah. And you know, like you all, whenever you're asked, there, I saw Pauline and John and Shama, etc. there last week, they all had the information there, and they all had a very, very, very good availability on that information, and it was very refined. So well done to you. And some people there, they have to have like 2 or 3 attempts, and that's fair enough, Anton. That's fair enough. We will work with that, and we can refine it, okay? Because it's important that we get this right, So if you go away and if you think about it and then you think, hold on a second, please, please, please get back to us as quickly as possible before the AI starts working, you know, because it takes about 12 to 15 minutes to gather one of these leads. So you can imagine, multiply that by 123 leads, and it does take a bit of time, okay? So the earlier that you get this to us, the quicker your leads will be returned to you. Pauline, you should be getting your leads in your inbox there tomorrow, there, because we did Pauline's there at the end of last week. Jeff, you've already got yours. Christian, you've already got yours. There, Noel, you've already got yours. And Shama, you've already been sent yours as well. Okay. Melody, Felicity, Ashley, there also, please, please, please hurry and send them through as quickly as possible. Okay. Also to you, Tina. Also to you, John. Right then. So anyway, that's the end of the very, very first lesson of this 5-day challenge. So I'm looking forward to seeing you same time, same place there tomorrow. And remember, if you're a VIP or if you're a VIP elite, then you will get access to the replays. So then that you can keep watching and digesting this information. But it's incredible information. Just think about it, $600 to $620 a month. And wait till you see what the results will be of that investment there tomorrow, what the results could be of that investment. Remember, their full financial disclaimer there. These people were people who turned up early, who left late, who worked hard, who really, really, really made a positive difference. And whenever they put in all of these systemized processes into the order that they were supposed to, then these are the results that they got. Okay. So you have to be very, very careful. I'm not promising there that any of you are going to get anywhere near the same results. What I am saying is that small actions and consistently, small actions done consistently will definitely 100% move your bottom line much further, much faster than it already has done. Okay. And remember our iCandor one conditional super duper titanium plated guarantee. Yeah, the one condition, very important, that you must turn up and you must do the work. You must do those exercises no matter how stupid or how nonsensical you think that they are. You must fill in all of the parts. There, believe you me, for the positioning exercise, there are about 15 steps. And some people out there think that step number 12 and 13 is a little bit boring, don't you, Catherine? And then you think, it's not necessary. And then they come to me and they complain, Paul, it's not working. And I'm going, okay, let's have a look at the diagnostics. We can see everything in the back end, because believe you me, social marketing, social media is an open book if you know how to read it properly. So we just go in there and we say, well, hold on a second there, Catherine. What about step number 12 and 13 and 14? Have you done them there for these particular videos there? Because it's not showing up here. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't think that was necessary. You know, it's a little bit tedious. It's a little bit time consuming. It's a little bit, okay. And what is this now, Catherine? We're both wasting each other's time. They're doing this. What have we said before, Catherine? Please, please, please go back and do steps 12, 13, and 14. Okay. And then they're complaining a little bit. Remember, you can go into the more expensive done for you. It's fine. Right. Okay. Off you go. And then a few days later, thanks, Paul. There, it's not working. So no guarantee, Catherine. No guarantee needed. No, it works. It does exactly what it says on the tin. Okay. And this is so important. So make sure that you are doing exactly the steps that I prescribe. And in the avatar section, there are 6 questions. There are 6 sections to be filled in. You have to fill them in. And even if you have to put NA not applicable for some of them, that's fine. That's fine. But if you put NA for all of them, then you will not be getting any leads back, because the AI, the interface, the platform is just going to tell me computer says no. Okay, so basically fill it in properly, because I have not yet met a coach worth their salt where NA was applicable to all of them. Those questions have been very, very, very carefully thought out. Okay, and they've been in existence for a long time. So please, please, please take some time, fill it out. You remember how to fill it out. You go to challenge.icandor.net. The page will come up. You fill it in. Above, we'll put it up to social media. Okay, then, everybody. See you same time, same place tomorrow. For all of you people in the VIP and the VIP Elite programs, there, please give me about 5-10 minutes. I'm going to get myself a glass of water. I'm just going to pop to the restroom, and then we'll be back. So we'll be starting there at 1:30. Okay, on VIP and VIP Elite. My assistant is going to send you out all of the links now at this moment. Okay, so see you all, the VIPs and VIP Elites, in about 10 minutes, 10 minutes from now, 9 minutes. Okay, thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson tomorrow. Okay, it's me, PG Max, saying peace out. Bye for now. Bye-bye.